Hello, welcome to Bay. Yep, that's what I intended to say. We're keeping it. We're doing some Monster Hunter here today, and I had a realization, we'll call it. I was talking about doing the steel Uragon armor, and then I thought, you know what? Maybe that would work out. But I also thought, actually, I'm just thinking about it too. Maybe it would have bad resistances to lightning. We can look. No, it's actually decent. Okay. So, what my plan is right now. I was thinking that there's monsters at this rank that I haven't fought. And maybe it would be an intelligent thing to do to fight those. So, that's what I'm doing now. In preparation for some more Wrathblow slaying armor. And circumstantially, I was thinking Volvodon. So there's two Volvodon quests. I think I'll do both of them, but I don't want to complete quests without, you know, showing that. So that's what we're doing. How much is that going to cost me? 14? That's probably not worth it. Yeah, I'll throw like 20. Okay, now we will combine. Oh no, I can't trust myself with that. I was like right in the back, wasn't it? Yep. Great. We'll grab some more of these because it's been working undeniably. Makes my life that little bit faster. All right, cool. We have a trap, clearly. We have potions. I have rested in the spring, hot spring. All right, let's go begin the process of getting the next set of armor that we're going to have. I'm kind of interested in getting like Rathalos gear again, because I tend to, whenever I play Monster Hunter, it kind of feels like, especially getting like the high rank Rathalos set, it kind of feels like, yeah, you've achieved a certain level of prestige. That being said, in this game, I don't know which is the better option. Zinogre? They were moving together there and almost looked like the same thing. So here's my thinking, right? We've seen, and we're gonna base this entirely on things we have seen in cutscenes of the game, right? I think it's nighttime, so it's a hot drink, right? Okay, let me just get walloped really quickly. Nice. Okay, thanks, cat. Okay, so we know from the cutscene, it looks like both of the monsters that we have to ultimately deal with seem to be affiliated with storms and lightning and rain. So we have to presume, thusly, hey, maybe this monster is going to use or be very resistant to, or both, the thunder and lightning. So what is the most intelligent choice? Is it to get Rathalos gear, which, while cool, is I'm pretty sure weak to thunder, because Rathalos is. Or do we go for high rank Zinogre? I don't know. Ow. Yeah, I'll debate for a while because I can't really remember the monsters that appear in the next rank. I would have to like actually go and look at it. Yeah, just like I don't want to be caught, you know, all stuck near the end there. And honestly, I think there's kind of a, I don't know, it's tough to find a use for endgame monster armor, right? There's the benefit of like if you were enjoying playing the game, if you're collecting stuff, if you have like a casual file that you want certain accolades on, like, you know, it's always awesome to build the gear from the final monster in the game. But then, at least for me, I always have this kerfuffle where there's nothing that you really need to use it on. So you just, like, get to be super overpowered, typically. And that's awesome. Like, I love that. But, I think that's why something like straight expansions are always, more for me. I like being able to use my endgame stuff and then have new problems to try and solve with it. Okay. Oh. Oh, I don't know why I went forwards there. I just kind of... I made a choice. History won't agree with it. And I don't in the moment either. Oh, wow, that tongue. So, I've ultimately decided to consider Volvidon because, well, okay, there's a handful of reasons, if I'm being honest with you. First, it has good fire resistance, and I think it's neutral on Thunder. I believe to be the case. So it has that going for it, given that our next two, like, critical fights, so to speak, are going to be Rathlos. And then a lot of Zinogre. Once those things are handled, there's a lot of things to do. So anyways, I was thinking Volvidon. And you know, this thing has resistances that can handle both, and even though it's not as positive as Steel Uragon, this is easier to grind out time-wise. And I just have been really, I guess, strapped for time lately, and there's a lot going on, and then I was just kind of mentally drained the other day. I had a friend who died, and I've lost people before. My dad died when I was young, so it's not an unfamiliar feeling. Unfortunately, I know, what very specifically what it's like to lose somebody. The circumstance is uncomfortable, not because like they were caught in a compromised position or anything silly like that. It was more just the person was too young, and it's hard to feel in any way content about something like that happening. So I have been intellectually okay, because you kind of just have to make do sometimes, right? Like, you have to be able to find peace with something. Now, I thought Cleanser was going to work here, and there's tons of things and elements of being a person that just suck. So, on that side, it's like, okay, well, I can survive. I will be able to go through my day and eat and drink and exist. But things like that, processing it, even if you have the tips and tricks to not implode, so to speak, it still wears on you. It's like, even if you're really good at manual labor, your arms still get tired. And that's kind of the circumstance where the day after I learned, I just like couldn't get anything done, really. I wanted to. I made some attempts, but your brain is just filled with fog, and it's really challenging to self-motivate. And I say that as someone who's typically pretty good at self-motivating. Yeah, it's challenging. And working through that is part of the grieving process. You know, emotional pain causes physical and physiological responses. It's not isolated to the brain. We feel sadness throughout our body. We feel anxiety physically in our hands and chests. And sadness and grief are the same thing. And in processing grief, part of it is, yeah, the loss of attention. Difficulty focusing. And then people are going to respond to that however they want. Like, I had that day where I probably just couldn't get anything done, couldn't focus on stuff. Most of my attempts kind of just puttered off into nothingness. Yet, I did at the end of that day order a big ol' fried chicken sandwich. Because I am one of those people who eats their feelings. Or if I don't feel anything, maybe I will eat to see if I can put a feeling there. I have my own hang-ups with food. Who doesn't? Whether, you know, you abstain from it or eat too much or use this crutch, you know, we all have something. Very few people I know have a very healthy relationship with food. Anyways, besides the point. So, you know, one of those days, too, it's tough to go and handle project stuff, which there's guilt that comes along with that, too, especially if you're somebody who has a lot of projects in the works, like I do, circumstantially. And what's nice for me, I'm actually kind of excited for this, is I'm getting to the point where some projects are getting tidied up. I think there's like a joke that there isn't an author in the world that likes writing. They all just like publishing. And I think that's accurate. It's tough to keep at something and give it the time that it deserves. Even if you're a prolific writer, even if you go at a really quick pace, I think you're always stuck between the thing that you're doing right now and the thing that you're thinking about doing next. And I've been doing some stuff for a while now, where I'm ready for the next element, I guess, for the next few projects, or not having a project on the go for a while, just having minimum mandatory amount of projects. And then just enjoying the open evenings and open mental space that kind of accompany not having to do something. And then there's some other stuff where I know I'm gonna get into it. Even here on this channel, I've got there with Dragon Age Origins and Legend of Dragoon. I think by the end of Dragon Age Origins, I was like, okay, this is a really good game, but I'm too excited to go play Legend of Dragoon. And now I'm just thinking about it too much. So when that game hit the end, I was like, okay, fantastic. I'm not there yet with third. I'm pretty focused on doing what I need to do to hit that end point. And I am excited for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which is what I will follow this up with. Even though I recognize that there's a lot of changes, well, not a lot of changes monster-wise between this, other than the G rank that's included in Ultimate. There's enough components that I think make it different. Like I think I've even mentioned before, the swimming alone, just having swimming as an option and required for progression through the ranks. There's some monster swaps, so there's no Zinogre in 3 Ultimate as I understand it, but you have Legiagrus, and Kadalis and all that. So we'll see what works, what doesn't. And then there's, I guess, the graphical upgrade too. There's a visual quality to 3 Ultimates that is not replicated in the other games, I would say. It's like this weird half step between this style, and I say this is like the most upgraded version of original Monster Hunter looks. And then you have 3 Ultimate, when Try arguably is, you know, same thing. And then you have, you know, the new era of graphics, the World and Rise. So with that being the case, that makes it interesting visually on its own. Plus, I played a lot of Try, and I think it'll be interesting to return to it with, you know, another couple thousand hours of Monster Hunter under my belt. Because I don't think I've played 1,000 hours on this channel, not even close. But my world file on PlayStation, that account has something near like, oh man, probably 2,000 hours or more, I'm thinking. I am, as funny as it is because it's far away from where I am right now, I'm actually quite excited to play Rise on this channel when I get there. I do think we're going to get an announcement for the new Monster Hunter pretty soon here. Whatever the next game is. I do think it's going to be a direct sequel to World. If I had to bet, that would be what I would put money on. Are you gonna flee right away, or are you gonna hang out here for a bit? Okay. Well, that was convenient. Cool. All right, well, that works out for me. Volvidon is not crazy difficult. So that means easy armor for us. I don't even think it took us that long to do, did it? No. Jeez. Yeah, the next one I'm going to do will be a double hunt between the Volvidon and the Great Rocky. I figured not a bad way to get the equipment, and I need the materials either way, so yeah. Kind of win-win. I haven't done the quest. Save up some money for when we build out some new equipment. Yeah, further debate whether we want Rathlos or Zinogre gear. Probably Zinogre. I guess that's not really based on anything. I just think it's the better fit. Okay, Stout Bone, Paralysis, Carapace. I don't know how good this is all in the comparison of rarity, but it's all stuff. I imagine we need it. farming has been achieved. Now I'm just hanging out. No, we're not just hanging out. We are going to do the next Volvidon quest. So that one's cleared. I also considered Nibblesnarf armor, but I guess it's weak to thunder or something. Okay, so we're doing Volvidon and Great Roggy. We have all of our stuff. Okay, well, I should buy just in case. I have the Mega Potions. I have a trap. I don't think I'm going to need two. I'll just kill one of them. Red Paralysis, Red Poison. Okay, they're both over there. Cool. Yeah, this being a double hunt, I have to imagine that... oh, I don't have a pickaxe on me. How irresponsible. I don't imagine it's going to be any more difficult than last time. Other than the fact that I have not taken a cold drink. And now I cannot. Hey, okay, great. They don't count. Or the cat did something. I don't know. Something happened. Now I've been tongued. How uncomfortable. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I got the blasted. Yeah, well, it'll be all right. We'll just keep on chugging along here. I have a rotating kind of series of games that I'm going through and just casually replaying as the mood arrives upon me. One of those games is Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I'm replaying it merged together with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod. And it's a great time. I've beat all of Fallout 3 now, so I'm just like trucking on through Fallout New Vegas. And I think something that stands out to me, at least at the point in the game that I'm at, is how good of a job it does of not just making so many areas. Sorry, I'm just waiting for this potion to come up before I do anything, by the way. If I look crazy. You know, to do, go to a place and it's like, this is the bad guy area. There's not a whole lot of spots that are blatantly like that. There's, you know, a radiated towns full of zombies that you can't make peace with, and there's, depending on your view on the NCR Legion, there are the bases of those factions. But for the most part, there aren't a whole lot of headquarters, so it's usually like maybe one a faction if you view them as evil. And some outposts. But for the most part, you know, all the factions have a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. Or, you know, you can see their argument. So walking around the main map, like say if you're just like brain dead and you want to go around and like shoot a bunch of raiders or whatever in the game, right? And you're like, okay, I want to enact some wasteland justice, feel a little bit better about the inequalities of the real world or something. And you go out to do that. There are only so many places. It's not Like, most people are negative, most people are violent, most people are hostile. So it is definitely, yeah, it's an interesting difference compared to, say, Fallout 3, where I feel like there's a lot more just like raider bases around the map and stuff like that. Or there's a few different factions of raider. They're all ultimately just like people that have crappy opinions and want to hurt you. Either way, good game, great inspiration for things like D&D. Fallout New Vegas is literally my biggest inspiration for how I think a campaign should be structured. And I recognize the exhausting requirement that imposes, because Fallout New Vegas has a lot of possibilities, and that means there's a lot of permutations that you have to kind of like run through and analyze and be ready for. But in preparing for those permutations, you become a better DM, and you complete world building that paints a fuller picture of the story you're telling. So for me, I think it's worth it. But I recognize not everybody has that much time to do on prep. So, you know, we all have our priorities. Alas. I've been kind of replaying Cyberpunk 2077 as well. Like 50% because I just wanted to see how it ran with what is still new to me, my new GPU. And, well, I like the game. So, I've been doing that. It runs well. But, you know, fun times, interesting thing on PC. I feel like first-person shooters definitely do feel at home on PC. But then again, third-person anything feels very at home on controller to me. So, we all have our different preferences. Like even this, I'm not running this on a keyboard, for example. Like I plug in a controller to play this. Just feels right. If I, for whatever reason, just had like $300 I wanted to throw away, I would totally be interested in getting the PlayStation 5 Pro controller, because I'm pretty sure that's PC compatible. And outside of it being PC compatible, I really love the PlayStation 5 controller. I feel like it's really nice and weighty. The paddles are like of the right size. I feel like it fits in your hand really well. You can get like a good hold. And the weight is right, if I didn't mention that. Plus, okay, I'm agnostic when it comes to controllers, right? I mess up a little bit and press like the jump or cancel button incorrectly, and then my brain just like sets the right theme or whatever. I don't know. Because I can go to like N64, to original Xbox, to PlayStation, to Wii U, to whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I've used them all. I know how they work. Oh, damn it. I'm fine with whatever. I've spent the most time with PlayStation controllers, because I've largely been a PlayStation guy. So that's my preference. But you can't always have your preference. Although you can try. It would be interesting to try this with a Bluetooth controller. Because, I don't know, I imagine network connectivity would be fine, but... So, this thing is ready to go. Great. Okay, let's chug a psycho serum when we're allowed and go find the other monster. I just want to use the psycho serum. Great. Oh, lovely. I'm just gonna Firecaster. Yeah. Pretty big bed. I wonder, you see here, it showcases how little multiplayer I've ever played. Is it so that everyone you can go hunting with has a spot on the bed if you all like decide to lay down at the same time? Do you cuddle? Like, I'm not opposed. I'm saying that's cute. I'm just curious, you know? Okay, I think 4. Oh no, hey. Hey, bro. Bro, hey. Yes, I'm here to, unfortunately, fight you. But, hey. You look kind of big. Congratulations. Man, animals grow so quick. Like, it was just a few months ago I got this doggo, and he's been a great puppy. He's a good boy. Love him to death. He has grown so fast. It's this is the closest I guess I'll come to being a parent of my own children. Because I am not not going to have them. I am going to get a procedure to make sure it can't happen. Because I just think, you know what? What's the point? Plus, I don't view adoption as less than legitimate. So to me, if I ever like really want kids, I'll just adopt, you know? We got enough people who have already been born. You can go ahead and grab one of them. They will appreciate it far more than somebody that you just create all like on your own. I'm not saying, you know, the person won't have a good life and enjoy themselves. I'm just saying they don't know what they're missing until you show them. Kids who need to be adopted, they already know. So, you know, make room in your heart where you can. Plus, I mean, I think the parameters of adoption are more to my liking. Like, what I mean by that more is you have to like go through a process of appraisal. I don't really want my approval to be given to me by me, and that's kind of what happens when you have, you know, your own children. You kind of just like look at the person you're having a child with and you go, hey, we have this, right? And the other person goes, no, we totally have this. And then you go ahead and do that. The issue is it's kind of like your boss signing off on your boss's work. You're like, yeah, I did a great job here. It's good. There is value in a third-party appraisal. And I think that's what adoption kind of gets to do. It gets to go like, hey, okay, you want to adopt a child. That's great. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you've come here to the adoption agency. Can we check if you are crazy or unable to provide for this child? And then you have to pass those tests and appraisals, and that's great. Nobody at the hospital is like, okay, here is your bundle of joy, your new child. Also, what do you think these signs on the paint mean? And can we check your credit score? You know, that doesn't happen, but it would probably be for the best, like, for our society, maybe, if it did. Alas. I like the idea of someone being like, yeah, you are ready for this thing you think you're ready for. That's why I like going to a vet, you know? Hey, here is my small furry child. Am I taking care of them correctly? And then that person will be like, yeah, they look good. And you'll be like, yeah, I thought, but it's good to know. I don't pretend to have knowledge about things that I don't understand. I think some people will, and then they'll just try and like pretend or scarf down the lessons after the fact. And I guess, you know, teach their own, right? But for me, no. If I don't know a thing, I'll be like, God, don't know that thing. Do not have a clue. So when it comes to this sort of thing, just kind of going with the flow. Hey. Nice. Alright, that one is dealt with. So now we have both of them in the same area, funny enough. That quest has been handled. I wonder if there's any other element of the gear that I need that I don't have that doesn't come from the Volvodon itself. I'll carve up one of these guys to check. I've been regularly hitting up the mines and farm. So from that perspective, hopefully I have whatever ore that's required, if ore is indeed required. We'll see. We will see. Hey, nice. And we got 2 bird wyvern gems. That's cool. Like I said, I don't know what's required, what's not, but I like it. Time-worn charm. Potential and pierce up. Okay. Cool. Want to look at some stuff here. I guess I should have some pickaxes on me just because you never know. All right. So, buddy, can I see the hey, Volvodon S. This is it, I think, right? Yeah, okay, I need monster broth. Interesting. Kind of looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not upset with that. So, oh, you know what? It has -1 thunder resistance. I thought it had 0. That's okay. We will make it work. Because this is -2, so it's still better than that. Huh. The Giganox set would be a very good thunder option, naturally. Oh. Rice. Omniplagia. Sack. Yeah, definitely need some monster broth. But that's okay. Oh, hey, look, I can make something. I'd say why not, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. All right. So with that looked at and perused, we will buy some Psycho Serum, Firecaster. All right, and off we go to sit in the hot spring because that's what we have to do next. All right. Love sitting in a hot spring. I guess I should drink the drink too, shouldn't I? Okay, let's drink the drink. Okay. Oh, hey, you have something you want to give me? Thanks, man. So, I guess what is a good option? Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. What is monster broth from? Is that like an insect? Yeah, it's the monsters. I don't think I'm gonna have a quest to hunt them specifically though. So what's something? Yeah, we'll try. What's something in the tundra? Let's just do a gathering in the tundra. See if we can go get some monster broth. Because it's going to be from 2 things, I guess. High rank Gigi, which are like the little things that Giganox creates. Its children, if you will. Although it's tough to say if they're children or like a lesser species that it creates that are subservient to it, kind of like creating leeches or something. I don't know. All right, so I think that's an egg for them. Yeah, if I just stand here, I think they'll just start to come out. So I actually probably don't want to destroy the egg. I just want to kill them. Hey, cats, do not bomb that, please. Yeah, I guess this is maybe the easiest way to get what I'm looking for here. Monster fluid. But I need monster broth. Gigi Essence. Velvety hide. Okay, cats, please stop bombing the egg sack. Should have left you at home. I just didn't foresee this as being an issue. Velvety hide. Velvety hide. Okay, well, we're not lacking for Velvety hide. Definitely not. Seriously, cat? Y'all have to, like, chill out with your bombs. Seriously. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that... we would, like, kind of be more guaranteed. Yeah, it's a monster fluid, but I'm pretty sure it said monster broth. Monster fluid. Yeah, maybe there's a high rank bug quest. Maybe that'll be a better fit. Or it would be really interesting if there's a translation error in the store. Well, we'll go back and we will examine, because I definitely got a lot of monster fluid. I doubt it, because this translation has been pretty accurate. But hey, maybe not. Maybe that's a thing. If not, we'll go and look for like a bug hunt or something. It's a shame you can't just hold the button to stay asleep. Yeah, nothing crazy here as a reward. That's fine, though. Yeah, let's just go right back into it. Is there a... I think it would probably be here. Is there a bug hunt? 50 Banabara. Okay, maybe that's it. Blue Droth, Renoblos. Yeah, I'm gonna go with maybe it's this. Okay, we're gonna take out smoke bombs. Then we're gonna put some stuff away. Great. Back out into it. I'm not even bothering with the spa because we're just hunting a bunch of bugs. Hopefully this leads to... Oh, damn it. Well, okay, at least I brought a pickaxe this time, actually. Carbulitor. Carbulitor. Armor Sphere Plus. The joy of joy. All right, let's go fight bugs. No, we don't need to say it like that. Bugs are cool. They contribute to life in different ways. Oh, I'm just realizing now how tedious this is gonna be. 1, 2, 3. Fine stomach. Honey. 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 Right. It's because I'm at a beehive. All right. 3 out of 50 is not optimistic. This is a better number. Hey. Come on. Wow, that was disappointing. Nice. Let's see if we get, okay, wings. Spines. Do you have any monster broth for me? Braha Caraspace. That is not broth, but thank you. We will consider your application. Okay, come down. Okay. Hey, bug. Hey, don't you do that. Oh, you bastardy bug. Great. Splatter to smithereens as it should be. Okay, next. Yeah, I had to imagine there's going to be a few here. In real life, this area would be absolutely wicked with bugs. Oh, can I get something here? Yeah, great. Awesome. I don't think weapon power is a relevant aspect of this discussion. Because I think if I just touch them, they are going to blow up. And that is, at the end of the day, all we are looking for. A method to guarantee blowing up the bugs. I think this is one of those missions where, like, I've always wished you could, like, couch co-op Monster Hunter. Convince someone to play your gunner. Alright, hey. bug, I swear to whatever god that we both mutually recognize the authority of. Bro. Seriously? There we go. Great. Now the bug is blown up. This is what we in the industry call... Thank God. Okay. 1. I miss being able to jump off of edges. That's something that I really like about World. I cannot say... Maybe it's in 4, because I know, like... The whole... jumping on and mounting monsters thing actually came out in 4. So maybe it's a thing in 4 as well, jumping off, jump attacks. Not that you have a jump button, but you have the ability to leap off of edges, and when you're doing that kind of like, yeah, oh wow, they respawn quick thing. So this, you can make an attack during that animation. Incredibly useful, and depending on the arena, very beneficial. Especially his greatsword, because like I've always felt like the ability deals a lot of damage for a greatsword user. And you kind of add on the benefit of it, Oh, I mean, something you can buff, and if you're in the right place for it, you could just, like, chain off a bunch of them. You know, jump up, climb, jump, attack, climb, jump, attack. So it's totally viable that it works out that way. Oh, well. Yeah, something I do like about this game, and of course I'll give credit where credit is due in regards to it, you don't have like a weird misplaced back sheath. And I say that because as someone who loves back sheaths, the design that they're most commonly used with do not work for real swords. You'd need something that like bends in the middle, and I mean the blade itself, or a sheath that only covers half of the blade, so you can kind of like throw the weight of it over your shoulder. Because like a full scabbard that goes up to the hilt of the blade, you can't pull that off your back unless you have arms that are like twice the length of your body. So that doesn't work in reality, but I like back sheaths. I like that in this game they just go, oh, there's magnets or something. And then that's the end, that's the last of that discussion. I'll note that my assertion that there are magnets holding the weapons on in Monster Hunter, I don't think it's founded in anything lore-wise. That's just like my best guess. What I would call you know, probably, right? Oh, okay, well, I'm obliged to kill every single one that I see, so... Come here, Banabra. I really hope I get monster broth out of this. If I don't, it'll be, like, kind of awkward. Oh, you know what? I should have checked if fluid was mistranslated as broth. Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, nice. Look at that. Come here. Caraspace. We're not here for care space. We're here for more. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Hey, there's a bunch of them here. Fantastic. 1. 2. 3. 4. All right, bro. Come here. Beautiful. Extra beautiful because I actually get to carve this insect. Care space. I'm not based only on the drop rate of anything fluidy so far. I'm not overly optimistic. Yeah, I feel like when these things are full, that's the time to attack them. I like how there's like no distinction made between bug stomach honey and regular honey. It's like, yeah, the same stuff, right? I mean, okay, I guess. What a statement. Bug honey, bug stomach honey. Yeah. That honey that's not otherwise related to bugs, all of that stuff. What a statement. Sometimes you just forget reality. Anyone else? You know, your brain's trying to do brain stuff, and then you just go, I don't know. Okay. Do you think people should be given like classes on how to be famous if they're getting famous? You know, like there comes a point and someone sits down with you, he's like, all right, well, your net worth is this and your Wikipedia page has enough views, so we're going to mandatory enrollment into how to be rich and famous. Thank you very much. And you have to like learn how to deal with like fans throwing themselves at you and inappropriate questions and press releases. And like, I'm not talking about like the etiquette training that a lot of celebrities get, you know, how to like handle the media and stuff like that. Like I'm talking about like how to, you as a person, not get overly intoxicated with the benefits and rule changes and permissions allotted to you because you're famous. You know, how to keep on the straight and narrow and not go to jail. Or not fall into behavior that would lead you to going to jail. It's not like a how to not get caught seminar. That's not what we want. It's more about not getting overly distracted and staying true to yourself. Because, you know, every now and then you read about like a celebrity and, you know, you're looking on them years later and you're like, oh no, I didn't realize they did that. Or why would they ever make X choice? And maybe it's because like they came from a background where they didn't have exposure to the things that ended up ruining them. And then that access was too much for them to resist. But maybe, You know, you gave some people some training. No broth. Huh. Annoying. Well, that was Monster Hunter Portable 3rd today. I'm gonna figure out why I didn't get the broth. Okay, you know what? Before I do this outro pause. We're just gonna go make sure that I didn't, like, mess up how things are. Ugh. Name and functions of stuff. Okay, it's definitely monster broth. Definitely monster broth. Okay, outro unpaused. So I'm gonna figure out how to get monster broth next time around. Maybe I just didn't get lucky on the Gigi. Maybe I have to go hunt something else periodically. I'm just gonna finish up my farming here, and then see you around the next episode of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Thanks for checking out. Hope you have a good one. Bye.